Well, I'm finally deciding to make a Hrothgar alt. You're gonna see how fucked up my HUD will be. Like, right away. It's so screwed up. It's awful.
Here. Here. Feel.
I always thought that his mask
Feel. Think.
looked like Ganon's nose. Like it's like a pig nose snout kind of thing. And in staying true with how I started my adventure with Sylvia, I have made them a pugilist at the start. Because it just felt right. Also because I do really like Ul'dah. And I didn't want to start in Limsa Lamenta. I will unlock Warrior later. Hey. Hey, you. I just realized there's going to be a lot of reading. Oh, it's Twilight over Thanalan. You alright, lass? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the ether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though, don't worry. I wonder what he means by it. I never actually really gave that much thought. You there. Oh, Jesus. You there. Halt. Shoot. Heck. My voice. I'm losing it, apparently. Huh? What's all this about? I'm such a dork. I'm thinking of, Whitest Kids You Know. I was just making sure that my audio was on. Hopefully that didn't come through on the stream. Inspection. Men, search the carriage. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so, don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Sir, look, Somnus. Ah, yes, the corrupt cops. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days. Unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Amalja, Amalja, to arms, to arms. Seven hells. Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. And so off we go, and one of them just gets immediately swatted away. If the Brass Blades spent half as much time in their training as they do in trying to swindle people, then maybe they wouldn't get their asses kicked like that. Whew, that kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. Yeah, no kidding. I would know. You be careful around them brass blades, lass. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing if we still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? The one on the left is awake. I don't know who those characters are. Couldn't possibly. Don't recognize them at all. Brent's the name, and Pedlin's me trade. And I'm not from here. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. Yeah. We don't exist in this land. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attached you to it, or attracted you to it, rather? Oh, goodness. I don't remember what I said for Sylvia. What about this character, though? Power, glory, fortune? None of these really... See, Mato here is just kind of a traveler. They follow under the teachings of Oshan. I guess I'll just not say anything? Maybe they don't talk much. Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might be as old Brent's a chatterbox, but he sure as hell ain't no busybody. That's good. That's very good. Busybodies suck. We all have a secret or three, don't we? Me? Dozens. And I'd rather they stayed secret too, which is why I don't go sticking me nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember, though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Yes. It is their first trip to Ul'dah. It is? Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ul'dah is ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of Her Grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Amalja, couldn't care less about Ul'dah and politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers, need breed and profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Breed and profit? Breed and profit? What a strange way to phrase that. Ah, at long last. Behold Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises, a solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the seventh umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. And he handed me nothing. You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. I didn't tell you my name because I didn't say anything. I
May
didn't
the
speak.
traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Is that Ralbon's voice? A Realm Reborn voice? I wonder if it's the city-state leader narrating, depending on which city you start. I'm not actually sure. I would have to pick another character and pick another city-state. Oh, goodness, this is very nostalgic for me. Also, good gods, look how pretty this is on the PS5. It's beautiful. I love it. Oi, Ventura, over here. I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance, eh? How can I tell? I look like I don't belong here, because I don't. Name's Wymond. Wymond? Wymond. 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 That's probably right. And my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge even. Just this once, like. It's probably Wymond. Wyman? Why, man? Welcome to Ul'dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. I don't know. Controller, blah, blah, blah. Yep. When you're ready, speak to Wyman. Good gods, look at this nonsense. Okay, so we're gonna log out right here, just so I can fix this. I'm gonna import my settings from Sylvia, my main character. So you're gonna have to deal with seeing nothing for for a little bit. You will still hear my terrible voice, though. I won't stream for too terribly long. Import character settings from Sylvia. I want HUD layout. I want gear sets. Character config probably. Mount guide and those portrait settings. Yeah, I guess I'll do all that. What I mostly want is HUD layout and hotbar settings. Log in. Broadcast resumed. Oh, much better. Okay. Fists of Earth. What the heck? No, this is wrong. Nope, this is incorrect. Wow, Fists of Earth, though. That doesn't even exist anymore. Okay, apparently I still have to mess with these. But I can do that later. Yeah, I can do that later. Is it because this is pugilist? That's probably why. Alright, I'm gonna take all this stuff off the hotbar for now. Wow, it's really surprising seeing fists of wind. Oh, gosh. Yeah, this is definitely an annoyance. You need to see me mess around with the move, 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 remove. Wish there was an easier way to do this, but there actually isn't. Remove. No, stop. Oh, jeez. I think these are all the, these are all my job macros. Yeah, these are all my job change macros. This is, one of the downsides of, having to do this. They didn't really think this part through. I wish there was just a remove all option. What I should just do one day is put a lot of Sylvia's macros in the shared macro setting window tab thing. Okay. Is that all of them? Let me get rid of this. No, I'll keep armory sorted. I'll have that, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Sure, I'll just leave all that as it is for right now. None of that really matters at the moment. Okay. Pugilist. We'll do that for now. Okay. People's names and stuff should be turned off. UI settings, HUD, all that stuff should be fine. Okay. This is as good as it's going to be. If I need to fine-tune anything else, I can. Oh, right. Cool. Okay. Hold on, get this out of here. I don't need these. Okay. And we're doing this again. Alright, cool. Coming to Ul'dah. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Ul'dah, you must register yourself with the Adventurer's Gift. Let us accept. It's plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. Well, you know. I mean, I know a thing or two. I'll let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley. You're certain to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. That's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventurer. Good luck with the adventurer. Thanks, man. Quest accepted. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. Oh, thank you. Excuse me, I don't need that. I'm gonna go over here and interact with an aetheryte crystal that does not exist. Okay, cool. Good. Hello, Nana Muko. If you're looking to mingle with folk from all over, then the quicksand is the place for you. Yeah, especially if you go to Balmont. I think it's time I replaced my tired old wand. Since we have the Alchemist Guild right here in Ul'dah, I might even treat myself to one of those more expensive custom-made types. Hello there, adventurer. You new to town? Best direct all your questions to Mistress Momodi, then. She'll take care of you. Watch yourself, adventurer. These people assess over coin and ever scheme against their brethren. Even nature conspires against us here. The heat is unbearable, and the sand, gods, the sand, finds its way into every crack and crevasse. Crevice? Probably crevasse. Oh, alright, thank you. Not that new to the game. I've dined at many of Ul'dah's finer establishments, but none hold a candle to the quicksand. Somehow the ale tastes sweeter when drunk in her presence. Oh, he has a thing for Momodi. Hello, the smith. As one of the smiths, I provide guidance for those just starting out on the path of the adventure. For the present, I suggest you learn your way around the city, an endeavor with which Momodi shall no doubt wish to aid you. Okay, let's talk to Momodi. Hello, ma'am. Why, hello there. Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momodi, and I own this fine establishment, if it please you. It do. I like you, Momodi. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. Lucky for you, that is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Is that true? I don't know about all that. Like our conflict with the Amalja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on... forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Why did I put so much sass on that? Hello. I, the people, drink and make merry, but underneath it all there's worry. Worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the lesser moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an 8th hell. Excuse me, you mean heck. Please watch your language. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. It did. Then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is they don't. Nobody does. There is one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly. Like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. Thumbs up. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. Counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand, too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. Matoaka Anoki. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Alright, Miss Anoki, on behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Oh, jeez, look at this smug jerk. Be careful you were given a fourth chance to offend. You two, attend to this scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing a lady muse on the many manhoods of her acquaintance from time to time. Excuse me, well, anyway. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Matoka. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. Hey, coming to Ul'dah. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Ul'dah. Listen well to the wisdom of Modi Modi, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Get this. Am I in the city now? No? Well. Close to home. Mamodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Okay, I have not been inserted into the, actual, in-game world yet. I'm still in this private instance. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetheryte. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever tuned with an Aetheryte before, Matoka? If not, you just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Pugilist Guild over at the Platinum Mirage. Assuming those weapons of yours ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of Thal. Good. Get out of here. Honestly, a bot. Really? A bot at 2:27 in the morning? Okay. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah, as long as you've got the guild. Just make sure as you don't pay more than you ought, Matoka. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short, then, visit the Aetheryte Plaza, the Pugilist Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after Gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it from me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you finish, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a guild to your name. Can you talk to the smith this early? Oh, am I in the proper place now? Have I made it? Are there players around? Sanctuary. Good evening to you, adventurer. Do you seek lodgings at the Hourglass? Pardon me, what was your name again? Matoka Anoki. I've heard nothing from Mistress Momodi about this. Alas, without her express permission, I cannot permit you to stay. The Hourglass is only the most famous inn on the merchant strip. We have accommodations to satisfy every client's tastes, from lavish suites to simple rooms. Were circumstances different, I would gladly invite you to make use of our facilities. However, we have had to enact certain policies in the wake of the calamity and the unpleasantness that followed. Only those who have proven themselves trustworthy are permitted to stay. Should Mistress Momodi deem you one such individual, you may enjoy our hospitality at will. Get that there. You don't say anything. What about you? Greetings, I am one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. So you have but recently taken up the adventurer's mantle. Possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of mentor. No, you can't. No, you cannot. Do not listen to him. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. New adventure status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures in Eorzea. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors, who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points earned. Oh my goodness. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experiences with other beginning players. No, you cannot. I'm good for now. That's enough reading. I mean, I'm going to end up doing more. Okay. Oh goodness, it's got all of Sylvia's, that's funny. Shows which ones I use the most. We now have Ethernet access to the Adventurers Guild. You now have access to the Ethernet. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon Ethernet shards. Don't care. Not going to read any of that. I am going to talk to the Chocobo Keep. If you came looking to hire a Chocobo, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Our birds are very fickle creatures, and tend to become agitated around those with a certain lack of demeanor. Return once you have proven you can handle yourself, and I will personally see that you are assigned our best bird. Chocobo porters are available for hire upon attaining level 10. Okay. I really like the goodbye gesture. I love the jazz hands. I think it's so funny. Uh, what is, yes. Thumbs up. Okay. Where am I going? Oh yeah, Adventurers Guild. The Aetheryte Plaza. Enter the Viper, the Way of the Samurai. That's the Reaper one. Okay. You attune to the Aetheryte. Alright, this is a cutscene. Hail, adventurer. Might you have come at the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand? Eh? Oh. Excellent, which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, madam. Are you out of your fucking mind? Ahaha. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. Not as... Clearly not priceless. 100,000 gills worth. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystal... What the heck is that word? These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport. Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune herself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. Alright, thanks. Return learned. You attune with aetherite, you are now able to use the return spell. So, I don't know how to imitate laughing, so that's going to sound really stilted. Hail, adventurer. If you would know aught of aetherites and ethereal travel, I, Ninabaro, would be happy to assist you. Some other time, perhaps. Alright, I can use return now. And I go to Ul'dah. Excellent. Alright, pugilist skill. Let's sprint. It's in here. Yes, it is. It has been a very long time. Josias. What I wouldn't give for a chance to spar with the Holy Fist. Alas, he refuses me every time I ask. I know I need more training, but still, what must I do to prove myself worthy? Hello, Gagaruna. Greetings and welcome to the Pugilist Guild. I see you already walk the path of the pugilist, yet your journey has only just begun. I highly recommend you add your name to our roll, for there is no better place in all the realm to train in our discipline than here. The origins of pugilism as we know it can be traced back to the staging of barehanded bouts at the Colosseum. These contests attracted fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad styles crashing together on the blood sands. Amidst this chaotic intermingling of styles, there rose a pugilist of singular strength and skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form she encountered, that she might refine her art. Among her many song-worthy exploits, we pugilists remember her participation in a gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when barehanded fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took on fully armed and armored gladiators and effortlessly bested a lot of them. Word of her feat spread across the realm like wildfire, of course, and Ul'dah swiftly transformed into a center of pugilism, with people flocking from all over to train under this master among masters. The woman's name was Cornelia. That's a reference to Final Fantasy I. and it is to her that the Pugilist Guild owes its existence. The art practiced here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modeled upon the one which she once built. And there it is, a brief history of our guild. I've told this tale 1,000 times, but gods, it never fails to fan the flames of my fighting spirit. Now then, should you wish to proceed with enrollment, you must first obtain the Guildmaster's approval. Let me know if you would like to meet him. So, are you ready to present yourself for the Guildmaster's inspection? I will accept this quest and come back to it. Master Haman, like Jojo, is among the greatest pugilists of our time. For long years, the man ruled the Bloodsands as the Holy Fist, though he has since retired in favor of training aspiring fighters. You will find him overseeing his charges yonder. Go now and show to him the fighting spirit that burns within you. Later, perhaps. I have other things to do, like run over here and attune to this Ethernet shard. Look at that guy tapping his paper. You now have Ethernet access to the Thaumaturge's Guild. You know, I could just warp to my next location, but I'm going to explore. Didilata. Oh, gods, please, I'll get the guild, I promise. Wait, you ain't here to collect? Oh, do I look like a... I guess I do look a little scary. Oh, I didn't even think about checking poses. Let's see what we got. That one's not bad. What else do we got? Oh, I like that one. That one's very sassy, I think. What else do we have? And then are we just back to default? Yeah. I think I'll do the sassy one, because I like that. Yeah, I like that one. We'll do that one. Bobo Nima. Look at that guy tapping his paper. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight's main event, the Prince of the Bloodsands and Pride of Ul'dah, the suave southern dandy, Franz the Fair. So I remember the first time that I started playing Final Fantasy XIV, I just went around and accepted everything. And so I talked to her, not realizing this was just a side quest. Ah! What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. I do not like her. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence. And now look at how my gill is scattered across the ground. Pick it up right this instant. Yeah, I did this for some reason. Lady Genevieve wants you to gather the gill which you caused her to drop on the ground. Sure. Drop gill. I'm just doing it again, just for the nostalgia's sake. There's no reason to do it. It's just a side quest for a very rude and unpleasant person. Gather the dropped gill. Return the gill to Genevieve. My gill, now, and there had better be naught missing. The faint aroma of prosperity can be detected on prosperity. Jesus. On this freshly minted gill. Let's get rid of that. This appears to be everything. What are you still staring at? Are you expecting some kind of reward? The insolence. Humph. An awful person. Do not converse with commoners. My goodness. Okay. Anyway. Oh. Can I need to C-pose this too. Oh. Okay, cool. Now I have access to the Gladiators Guild. Yuyubaya. Would a killing has stationed me a few yalms closer to the action? Gods forbid I actually get to enjoy the tourney after all my hard work. Oh, poor guy. Okay, they don't say anything. Welcome to Estame's Aesthetics. Should you be of the inclination and the means to purchase our wares, I would direct you to the counter over there. Yeah, these things are expensive. Is she talking about a bicycle? You now have Ethernet access to the Goldsmiths Guild. You now have Ethernet access to the Miners Guild. I'm gonna be doing that a lot. I apologize. It's just a habit. You now have Ethernet access to the Weavers Guild. Conniving ne'er-do-well. The family ain't interested unless you got a business proposal, pal. Got it? Good. Now get the hells out of here. So rude. Can I help you? All you're going to find here are the poor and the desperate. Not the types to interest in venture looking for coin. Best move along, friend. You now have Ethernet access to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Hello, Cesaroga. And you are... Oh, a newly come adventurer. But of course, yes, I am Cesaroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace? Very wise. As for my fee... What? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Uldan for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. A slip of bound parchment entrusted to you by Quicksand proprietress Mamodi Modi. I have this. Oh, Mistress Modi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Humph. Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Ulda's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes. Routes. Routes? Routes. Yes, routes. En route. En route? Yeah, en routes. Routes. Lead to our city en route. En route. Not en route. En route. En route. I always forget. I think it's route. Oh my god, how am I not realizing the proper pronunciation? And the majority of maritime trade between Vilbrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer. A deadlier sword, perhaps? Or a shinier trinket? Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives and crafting materials. Okay, great. Thanks. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Good. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. Ahem. That is all the complimentary aid you'll have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Mamodi. Now off with you. You're a little jerk. Got it. Try not to become too engrossed in shopping, adventurer. While you haggle over some overpriced curiosity, a cut purse might be eyeing you. That's true. Did I attune here? I did. Okay, so now I gotta find my way to the Alchemist's Guild. Which, I will admit, I always get lost trying to find. But I think I can just go this way, and I will be fine. I think if I take these stairs here and turn left and go up, I should make it. What does that say? The gold dowry? The gold dowry? Maybe. Not sure, actually. Beyond lies the upper tier of Ul'dah, home to nobles and aristocrats alike. Know that here the eyes of the Sultan Sworn are upon you at all times. Okay. You don't say much, do you? Okay. Neither do you. I think I might change my pose. I'm not a fan of it. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh. Someone else to talk to. Two people to talk to, in fact. And, oops. And where I also want to go. Of all those sworn to protect the Sultanate, the soldiers, the mounted guards, and the knights, the Sultan sworn are the elite of the elite. Our conviction unwavering, our hearts true, our sword skills without peer. We are bound to defend Sultama, Nanamo, Ulnamo, even to the death. Such is the solemn oath that we have taken. Beyond those doors lies Scholar's Walk, where you will find Frondale's Frontistery and the Heart of the Sworn. That's a depressing conversation I just happened to see. You now have Ethernet access to the Alchemist's Guild. You've attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Ul'dah. The Gate of Naud, the Gate of Thal, the Gate of the Sultana, and the airship landing are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. Great. Sultan Sworn Elite. None but authorized personnel may enter. Okay. I'm gonna swap the pose to the one where she's fixing her hair. Or they are fixing their hair. That is my own fault. I am already failing to stick with what I said I was going to do regarding this character. So, I'm not going to finish the next quest. I'm going to go stand in front of Momodi, and then I'm going to log out, because I need to go to sleep. I'm tired, and it's 3 in the morning. So I can't use the bed yet, so we're just kind of stuck not being able to sleep. Goodbye! We'll come back later to this character.